Today we're in Baltimore, Maryland, about to tour the Ulysses Hotel with Ari Heckman, CEO and co-founder of Ash NYC. Ash's hotels are typically complex, historic renovation projects. Highly decorated, highly curated. I think you're gonna like it. Let's go. Ari, how are you?
Excellent. How are you, Teague?
Thanks for letting us be here today. Where are we and how did we get here?
Welcome to Mount Vernon, Baltimore. This is Hotel Ulysses, opened just a few months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
very excited to walk it.
Thank you.
So, old building, how do we get it?
Bought this building at an online auction in 2018, and 4 years later, here we are.
What'd you pay for the building?
Just shy of $3 million.
$3 million?
Yeah.
How much did you spend renovating it?
Not gonna tell you. No, about $30 million above that.
I love it. I can't wait to walk it.
Yeah.
Let's go see what's inside.
Excellent. This mosaic tile floor was made in Italy for Ulysses, designed by one of our in-house designers and manufactured in Italy for the hotel.
Specifically designed for you guys.
Yeah, each one of these sort of motifs is, yeah, you know, the snake and the poppy, an allusion to sort of different parts of the hotel journey.
And that was from your house?
Yeah, no, these, you know, one of the sort of trademarks of all of our hotels is we do these big buying trips in Europe, and we go to flea markets all over France and Italy and send containers back to the States just full of vintage and antique furniture and art that we collect.
With each hotel in mind?
Each hotel in mind,
no, piece?
No, specifically for each hotel in mind, whatever the sort of vibe and narrative that we're trying to create for that property.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
What was this building originally built as?
This building was originally built in 1912 as housing for wealthy bachelors who lived out in the countryside and worked in downtown Baltimore, and this would be where they would spend the evening entertaining in the morning if they didn't feel like traveling back on the streetcar or their Model T up to the countryside.
Fascinating history.
Yeah, it is.
And what was it right before you bought it?
When we bought the building, it was a mostly vacant office building. Had seen better days.
Gutted it.
Gutted it, everything. This lobby is all original from 1912. All of the plaster work you see here.
This is great.
So walking into Ash Bar now, which is our all-day eating and drinking establishment, sort of serves as the hotel lobby, open from coffee in the morning, lunch, aperitivo hour in the afternoon, all the way through dinner.
Who designs it? I mean, this is heavily designed.
Yeah, we design everything in-house, so every detail here is custom designed and manufactured by us and sprinkled with vintage and antiques that we find from around the world.
What is this? Is
this
wood?
This is
looks like a ship.
It looks like burl, but it's actually printed on paper and compressed in sort of a cardboard-like material.
Not have guessed that.
No one does.
I would not have guessed that. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. This ceiling here, skylight, is original to the building. We actually found it concealed when we were doing the renovation.
Right there?
Right there. Just, it was tucked up under a false ceiling. As you may have noticed, we have 4 different colors throughout the building. There's a green floor, yellow floor, pink floor, and blue floor. And the guest rooms sort of reflect their hallway color scheme. Here we are in room 915.
Pink.
Pink, yeah, it's known as the Gatto Pardo suite. It's a famous Italian book called The Leopard that was sort of the inspiration for this room. Yeah, your open bathtub.
Is this my Instagrammable moment?
Exactly. I've seen a lot of Instagrams from here, checking the geotag. A lot of it is vintage. These are all vintage antiques that we bought in Europe, but the beds and the dressers were all manufactured in Ohio. You know, a lot of French and Italian antiques and sort of an Art Deco vibe in this hotel.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
And the 4-poster bed. I can't tell you the last time I slept in a 4-poster bed.
Actually, my business partner, John's wife, Alexandra, is a textile designer and designed all of the textiles in the hotel. You can see some little flamingos on the canopy bedpost, which is sort of a nod to John Waters, the famous Baltimore filmmaker.
And the quilt?
Quilt, yeah, that's called a Baltimore album quilt. It's a specific type of quilt that originated in Baltimore in the 19th century. That's sort of a local tradition, and this is our interpretation of that.
And it has features of our tile floor.
Exactly, it references what I was speaking about in the lobby.
Is this today's newspaper?
This is the Ulysses Gazette, so this is our guest directory. You can find your horoscope in here. Some ads for our other hotels, products that we call souvenirs that you can buy on our website if you want to take a bit of Ulysses home with you. You know, one of the fun things about being in the hotel business is the storytelling aspect.
Yes, that's cool. 19.
Well, yeah, it's also sort of a pastiche. You know, it kind of borrows from a lot of eras to create something new.
So what's that? There's a light on. Who's in prison down there?
Yeah, so this is the sort of coming attraction sneak preview of the third bar in the building called the Coral Wig, opening in the next couple months by one of Baltimore's premier operators, Lane Harlan, who has some other spots around town that are super well loved.
Third party, leased out.
Correct.
Bring your awesomeness here.
Exactly.
The Coral Wig. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Are there expansion plans here?
We'll see. We bought the building next door, so stay tuned on that.
All right, where are we?
We are in Bloom's. This is the hotel's drinking parlor. Opens in the early evening, stays open pretty late night. It's become Baltimore's hottest spot.
Is it? Is
yeah,
that
2-hour
Really
waits on the weekends. Yeah, people are obsessed, you know.
With locals, so not just guests,
Not
but
just
locals.
guests, yes. It's very well liked by the locals. I mean, it's a transporting space, you know. You feel like you're on a film set. Yeah.
This is your lobby communal space, and then you have your rooms upstairs.
Exactly.
What's the drink? What's the drink of?
They've become very well known for their Midori Sour, which, yeah, it's a real throwback to the 70s, you know, the sort of bright green drink. Apparently there's a nationwide shortage of Midori now, so maybe you credit this bar, I don't know.
Because you guys are taking all the Midori.
I think so.
Who's picked the decor?
Yeah, our
Purple,
internal design team designs everything. So these are all custom, all internal, everything.
Glass ceiling.
Yeah,
all
100%
internal
custom
design.
made. All the textile patterns, all designed. These curtains were hand beaded in India. They're very heavy.
We got to come back at night.
Please do.
When it's happening.
Thanks for joining us here today.
All right, this is super. I love everything that you've done here. I love the design team. You guys are like a mini powerhouse. What is it? What's your expertise? Design, real estate, finance, operations.
You got to do it all.
You got to do it all. Because that's who you guys are.
Yeah, it is.
Super team, super property.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for joining us.
Hello? Batman?